guys, Coach Jesse Mitchell with GetHandles.com. Today I'm going to show you some secrets to being deadly with the behind the back dribble in games. Okay, so the first thing we got to talk about with behind the back is your spacing. You can do the behind the back when there's not a defender close to you, but 99% of the time, the only reason you would really want to do the behind the back is if there's a defender tight to you. And there is a lot of situations even where if you're doing one of the two versions of the behind the back that I'm going to show you in this video where it's a bad idea. It'll actually get the ball stolen more often. So 9 times out of 10, you want to be at least an arm's distance or closer to your defender. Usually I'd say a little bit closer would be the instance where you want to do the behind the back. So you want to get up tight to your defender. Okay, now some key points. First of all, to get the behind the back down, and I'm going to give you, tips for people that are more advanced as far as how to be more effective with it, but just some keys for people that are trying to get it down. Number one, it just takes a lot of practice, okay? You're going to have to get repetitions in, and it's going to, take some, frustration and time to get it down. But these keys will help you get it down a little bit more quickly. There's 2 different ways to do your behind the back. There's the more stationary one, which is where it's more like just like a regular crossover. You're just doing it behind the back, that same motion, but behind your back. To get that down, a couple things that I'm going to recommend you do. Number one, when I see a lot of players trying to get it down, they just kind of try to do it real slow and drop the basketball down. And then what ends up happening is the ball kind of ends up in the middle here or way over here, and they didn't really control the ball and push it anywhere. They just kind of let it drop, and wherever it ends up, it ends up. Now what happens because of that, they have to turn and look, oh, where'd the ball go? And then they get it. You're not in control of the basketball when you're doing that. You have to give it a good push, okay? That's number one. Number two, to get a consistent release on it though, and improve that control, it might sound funny, but whichever hand's dribbling the basketball, slap your butt on that side, or even on the hamstring, whatever's more comfortable for you, okay? The third thing is bend your knees, okay? If I'm upright here, where you want to be doing the dribble is kind of below your butt. But if I'm standing upright, if I try to dribble below my butt, I'm going to hit my calf, right? So you got to get almost into like a squat position. Think about it like you're sitting down in a chair in a good like defensive stance, or in your dribble stance, your ready stance, your athletic stance. Get down like that. So now when I dribble under my butt, there's a path. So I can dribble right back here, right? Okay, so those keys are important. Dribble the ball hard, slap your butt or your hamstring, and get in that good position, okay? From there, it's just gonna take repetitions to get it down. The other thing is also to try to push it right into this second hand. Okay, so when I release it in this hand, I want the second hand weighting down low here to get it, so I can get that control quickly. Again, you don't want to be dropping over and then looking for it with this hand. That's not effective in games, and you're just actually making it harder for yourself to learn how to do the move correctly. So push it over there. Don't be afraid to lose the ball. If you want to, you could even come by a wall to get some more practice in quickly. So that way, if you mess up, oh, the ball comes right off the wall and I can keep doing more repetitions. Real quick thing you can do right there. But that's the first way to do your behind the back. So those keys are going to be helpful for you getting the move down quickly, and also for doing it more effectively in games, right? By doing that, I can move more quickly. Now for you advanced players, for this version, one thing you can do to try to move more quickly in this direction from that is, I like to focus on, number one, you could use a couple different ways. If you're coming up to your defender to stop more, you would just stop and try to dribble the basketball right here, right in between the middle of your legs, but behind you. But if you're trying to, go around a defender more, I try to focus on pushing the basketball hard, side to side, but I try to make it so it bounces behind the foot of the direction I'm trying to move. So I want to make the ball bounce here. So I can move this way, and the ball is moving with me, right? I can kind of get that movement to that side. Or if I want to move this way, I'd want it to bounce behind this foot. So it'd be here. Okay, notice how I can move a lot more quickly and cover ground from that. Then the second way to do your behind the back is going to be the 1-2 step or the shuffle step. They're similar concepts, but pretty much the same execution as far as the dribble motion. The footwork is just going to be a little different. The 1-2 step is going to be, usually you're going to want to do this more on the run, or if you want to get a good running start, kind of more forward towards the basket. Now for this one, if you're trying to learn it, or even if you're advanced, a key to make it more consistent for you is, again, before we talked about pushing it and controlling it, but you want to make sure you're doing that. But now instead of trying to slap this side butt, slap the opposite side on your butt. Okay, that's going to push it more forward and a little more to the side, so you can get a running start. But now, as you'll notice, if I push it out here, the ball's unprotected, right? It's all the way out here all by itself. My defender can slap at the ball. So to prevent that, what you're going to want to do is, as you're pushing the ball behind the back, that same side foot, you want to step across the body. So if the left hand is dribbling, left foot steps to the right and forward. So what happens is, boom, now if my defender's here, I have protection with my body and he can't get to the basketball, okay? So pushing it around to that opposite side, slapping the butt, stepping with this foot, okay? That's gonna give you a long first step to get past your defender from a standstill, or even if you're on the move, to continue moving more quickly to the hoop without having to stop. You know, when you're doing like the stationary behind the back, you have to stop a little more. This allows you to keep moving. The other way you can do though, as far as the footwork goes, is you would still move this same side foot and start to move it across the body. But I see a lot of players when they'll do it, they'll bring this foot across, and as it comes to about even with this foot, they'll kind of shuffle out, almost like a defensive shuffle, right? So it's gonna look like that, okay? And that's gonna kind of combine the stationary behind the back and the 1-2 step, because you're kind of turning your body this way and pushing it forward and then putting that little shuffle step in there. But those are, you know, some key points to getting these moves down quickly, effectively, and making them a lot more effective for you in the games. One final thing to pay attention to is the direction that your palm's facing. I say this a lot with my dribble moves. Whichever direction your palm is facing on the release, if my palm's facing this way, that's where the dribble is probably gonna end up going. If my palm ends up facing this way, that's where the dribble is gonna end up going. So if you wanna try to get to the hoop quick, point your palm to the hoop. If you wanna try to sidestep more, point your palm to the side. So look, if you found these moves helpful, I have a way for you to take these moves and put them on overdrive. Click this link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. That's gonna send you to a workout. It's like a combination between like a warm-up and a ball handling workout. That's not just gonna be more than a warm-up though. It's gonna help you make your moves more explosive, improve your balance, your range of motion, how quick and how powerful you are with all your moves, and a whole bunch of other things. Just click this link, pop in your email, and I'll send that to you instantly. It's 100% free. There's no credit card required or anything like that. Otherwise, if you're on a mobile device, just click the link in the description down below. It's gethandles.com. And as always, if this video helped you, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if there's anything else you want to see from the channel. I get all my ideas for the videos down below, and I try to reply to as many comments as I can. So if you have any questions or anything else you want to see, leave a comment down below. That's where I can, you know, get you guys what it is that you need to improve your game. And as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get on that notification squad so you can catch all the newest tips, tutorials, drills, move breakdowns like this and all that. Every single thing I come out with on my channel is gonna help you get better. And share this video with a friend. You and a friend can work on these moves with each other. That's one of the best ways to improve most quickly, is to work with a training partner on these same moves. And you know, you guys can notice details and things that you can improve. You'll improve a lot more quickly by doing that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and get after your goals today.